No one wants to go out for a walk. Just got dark out. It was nice today, just like usual. Hold on, Noah, come here. Lock the door when I leave my grandma home alone, because this is St. Louis. Jeez. That's one of the reasons I got the dog in the first place, for whenever I'm at work. I also collect some disability from the Army. Tried to get the thing where I could just work, get paid for taking care of her, like 8 hours a day or whatever. You can do that for loved ones or whatever, with Medicaid, but you have to make a certain amount or whatever, and she makes $70 too much, so she doesn't qualify for it. We don't. Look at the moon, looks pretty tonight. Oh, tonight is a lunar eclipse. It's a blood moon, which is, hey, obviously it's what it sounds like. It's just the moon is red. It's not blood or anything. It's just because blood moon. It's whenever the eclipse is lined up perfectly, and the Earth bends the space around us, so it bends the light. It stretches out the light. And when you stretch out light waves, they look redder. Higher frequency light waves look bluer. If you know anything about physics, you know what I mean. But oh yeah, what time? 3:54 a.m. I guess that's Central Standard Time. Central Time, 3:54 is like when they say it's like the perfect, right when it's going to be at the perfect, zenith of the eclipse. But you can go out from any time from 1 to 4. It's not like a solar eclipse. Let me see her. It's not like a solar eclipse where it just comes and goes within just a couple minutes, because that relies on the Earth spinning. And when it's the lunar eclipse, it's on how fast the moon goes around us, which takes, like a month. So it'll be a few hours. The whole world probably get to see it for a little bit as we spin. But yeah, it's only limited by our spin. So it'll be like, once it gets the eclipse comes, it'll stay like that for a couple hours. It's worth looking at, coming out and looking at it. I'm gonna. You can actually see Jupiter and Mars really good, even here in St. Louis tonight. But yeah, 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. in the United States. So I guess that applies to pretty much no matter where you're at, because I know I got some people, I don't know, they watch my shorts and stuff from like Japan or Europe or something. It'd probably be you guys too, just whenever your 1 to 4 a.m. is, or whenever it's dark, fully dark. The last time I seen one was the only time I ever remember seeing one, honestly, and that's when I was in Iraq in like 2011 or 10 or something. We got on top of our chews, all our little houses. They're like as tall as this little shed right here. We just got up there and just laid up there and watched it. You get bored over there. Fucking Black Lives Matter, fucking yards. Look, somebody just dumped their damn Christmas tree. That's the type of shit people do around here. And they're letting everybody know it. They got 2 signs. Yeah, you can see Jupiter and Mars really good. Even here in the city, it just got dark. It's not dark enough yet. You can still see how you can still see the sun over there if you look in the distance. But yeah, the other day you could see Mars, Jupiter. Look, I don't know. You can see like 4. I think you might even be able to see fucking Mercury if you had. I don't know how. I know you can see like Neptune with binoculars. You can't see Uranus or whatever the fuck that shit's called. Whoever named that's a fucking pervert. It's like the first guy with that one. I thought that was hilarious. The first guy to ever drink milk probably fucking did a lot of weird shit. But yeah, he probably did. They probably killed the first guy that did that. Caught him doing it and like, what the fuck are you doing? She heard something. I recommend getting a pit bull, a bully breed if you're a female, especially if you're like a single female and young female and you live alone. You like to go on walks and stuff. I don't care where you're at. If you're in like a small town or a big city, you should get a medium to big sized dog. And pit bulls, I honestly, even after being in the military and working with them in the military and everything, I've worked with a lot of different kinds of dogs. And just for all around protection and lovable pet that can like adapt to household living really well is bully breeds, especially American bullies, but all of them. The terriers can be a little bit more energetic and stuff, but once they get older, they settle down. All of them get older, they'll settle down. No matter what dog you get, from 0 to 6 months, they're going to be that cute little fluffy puppy. And then from 6 months to, 18 months to 2 years old, they're like a toddler. They're bad, no matter what. That's whenever you got to create the dog. That's whenever the whole dog's future is created. That's like the dog's childhood, like K through 12 school is from 6 months to 2 years old. That's whenever you got to teach them pretty much most of their shit. And if you teach them a lot, then you can continue to keep teaching them on. And if you never stop, they can just keep learning. You really put effort into it. It doesn't take no professional. You don't have to go pay no dog trainer. I mean, you can if you want. Some people are too busy to just do it themselves, or some women or even some guys just ain't got that personality to train them or ain't got it in them. Go ahead and get a trainer, but anybody can do it themselves if you really want to, if you got enough patience. Damn, Google anything nowadays, which is nice. It's nice having. When I was a kid, and all the time before that, the people still went around selling encyclopedia sets, door to door, like knocking on your door, and like that was like a selling item. Like pretty much everybody had one. If you didn't have one, I don't know, you just wouldn't know most shit. There wasn't no internet. You couldn't just type some shit. You couldn't just pull your phone out. There was no phones. Damn, it's hard for me to even remember that life, like without phones, and but that was half of my life was without phones. I was born in 1982. Cell phones, when did we start getting on? Pagers when I was young. When I was like a teenager, 12, is when we all had pagers and shit. I remember them, like the green see-through ones. Most of my audience, YouTube tells me what my audience is. And most of my audience, like over half of it, is American dudes, or American, it doesn't say dudes, but American people 35 to 44. So I figure a lot of you could rate it. So when I'm talking about, I'm like, do you know? I just figure a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the see-through ones were like the little $30 ones, like they were a color, but you could see through them. And they got like the big boys and shit, like the one that like could tell like the news, not even the news, like the weather and maybe like a sports score. You thought that was the shit, though. That was the shit. We used to have to spell shit out with numbers. Can't remember all the shit anymore. 911, or that's back when we still had to fucking buy our weed like criminals in a fucking alley or something. Meet somebody in an alley, fucking. That's crazy that weed was illegal. That is actually, I definitely remember that, because that here in Missouri, St. Louis, we just changed that law last January. Or the January before that or something. It ain't been long, like a year. But I smoked weed my whole life, except for the time I was in the Army. You can't fuck around in there. Like, it ain't like a regular job, bro. Like, you could just fucking fail a drug test and quit. You fail in the Army, it's like a crime. You can't quit. You can't even call in sick. That's not even a real thing. You have to go to work. I mean, unless you're fucking... No, you can't do it. You have to be, unless an ambulance has to come get you or something like that. But, yeah, if it ain't like an emergency like that, ambulance, or you ain't at the emergency room, you gotta go to work in the morning and then tell them that, tell your immediate NCO or supervisor that what's going on. You need to go, and they'll give you a slip, and then you gotta go wait in line with every single other soldier in that probably battalion size, or at least battalion. I don't know how many doctors they have per soldier, not many. So there'd be like another probably 30 to 50 people there every day. Some malingerers and shit that fucking are there every day. So you gotta wait through all that. It's just a horrible experience. And then you'll finally get to see the doctor, and he'll tell you some bullshit, and all you really want to hear is quarters, the word quarters, because that means fucking confined to quarters. It's some old time language for like back in, like, you know, when you're sick, you're off work that day, you just stay home. Back in the old days when soldiers were all lived with the Army in barracks, then like they would be confined to bed in their quarters, you know, when they're sick, or to quarantine them or whatever. But nowadays they still use the terminology, but now it just means you get that day off work. But you are supposed to technically stay in your room or home. Depends if you're married, then you live. There's a power line right there hanging down. If you're married, you and your wife is with you there on base, then you guys either can get your own place off base and you get a housing allowance, which they figure is different no matter where you're at. Everywhere you're at, it's going to be different. What rank changes it, how many kids you got. But you could be a private, an 18-year-old private. Let's just say you got 5 kids. Let's say you got 6 kids, fuck it. Or no, 5 kids. And you're married and you join the Army. As soon as you get out of basic and you go to your first duty station, you'll get a house on base with a bedroom for every kid. So you'll start off with a 6-bedroom house or 5 bedrooms or whatever, like whatever the max that they got is, they're going to give you. So you could just start off with an 18-year-old with a and damn near like a mansion. What I would have thought was a mansion when I was fucking 18 years old anyway. Army takes care of its people. What did? I mean, off and on, here and there. But it takes care of you in a lot of ways that ain't so. Hey, come on! What are you doing? I don't know what she's doing. It ain't like so easy to see if. Sorry, fucking looking at something. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. She was. I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? I don't know why she wants to stop at every single one of these. Oh, there's you see that? Very good. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what I was just talking about over before. I was going off on a rant anyway. I just smoked some weed. It's good weed, but look at it. I'm going to show you this plant. It's right here. You can see two of them. That's my, it's crossed this closer thing. Hold on, let me get out from under this light. Alright. There is Jupiter. Where? Man, you can't see it. Well, I mean, Mars is right there too. If you walk outside right now, if you're anywhere in the central time zone in America, you walk outside right now and look, there. Hold on one second, let me get my direction. If you look up southwest, up in the sky, but to the southwest, you'll see a really, really bright light. It's not flickering. It's the brightest light in the sky up there. That's Jupiter. And then if you just like look up over your right shoulder a little bit to look straight up, but over your right shoulder, and there's Mars right there. My phone is a piece of crap, and I can't show it to you. But if you wanted to see it, you could go out. There's apps. I love looking at the stars. If you're looking for a hobby, you should, I recommend getting a telescope and start getting into that. You can even get them with cameras and stuff, and you can even help out like NASA and like real scientists online, because they need amateur astronomers. Oh, I can't say that word. They need amateur ones to like go through data and scan through shit. There's all kinds of shit you can do if you like got into it. I've always wanted to. I haven't had time, but I do follow. There's apps you can get if you don't want to go through all that. You can just get apps on your phone, free apps. I'm not promoting anything. I don't advertise or nothing like that for anybody, but there's apps that you can just go to the app store and download them, and some pretty good ones on Android. And I'm sure if Android's got them, then like you can get similar or better stuff at Microsoft or iPhone, whatever that is. This is like an unplanned walk, so I didn't have anything to talk about. I'm just kind of playing off here. I watch these videos back and I kind of like them, but I think I'm only interested because I'm making them and stuff. And that's a cool little trash can. I like those little trash cans right there. People probably think we're homeless. Oh shit, this guy. Oh, there's a dog over here. Good girl. It's okay. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Come on, you're a good baby. Come on. Come on. Oh, she's being a good girl. A lot of people walking out at this time of the night. It's such a beautiful night. It really is a good neighborhood right here. Safe, pretty safe. Like there's a 7-Eleven right up the street. It probably gets robbed once every couple months, or it did during like COVID and stuff. It was crazy around here then. But that's like at the edge of this neighborhood. Inside the neighborhood, it's pretty safe. It's like being deployed to Iraq, being inside the T-walls. There's a lot of dogs in this neighborhood though. It seems like everybody's got a dog. Some people got chickens up here. I didn't know you could even have chickens, but they do. They got a rooster and everything. I bet the husbands are probably looking at their wives, telling their wives that, like, I'm a genius because of the price of eggs. Like, come on, Bob, you did not see this coming. I was at my niece's gymnastics meet the other day. Not the other day, but it was like a month ago. And at the very end, they were naming out the age classes and the prizes for each one. And the dude kept calling somebody's name. And it'd be like asking their name, but it would be like a totally easy, obvious name, like Bob. It'd be, all right, Bob, did I say that right? I said that right, Bob? Motherfucker, how else could you say it? He was serious though. He kept doing it like with Helen and just a couple other names. It was funny. It's funnier if you were there, I guarantee it. The funniest thing that ever happened to me, I can't even tell the story because it's so funny to me, and it doesn't, like, the hilarity doesn't transfer well, so I end up fucking laughing, trying to tell it, and it just comes out so stupid, not funny. It ain't funny if you weren't there. Man, my mouth is dry as fuck. It's getting better. That looks pretty right there. Yeah, like right now, if you were outside, you'd be looking, put your back to the moon and just look up and you'd see Jupiter. We sent a spacecraft to Titan. Did we go to Titan or Europa? One of them's on the way. It's gonna be there next year. It might be Europa. I can't remember. It's one of those two. But it's gonna land there. I mean, the first thing that we ever landed on past Mars, you know. We went farther and shit, like Voyager and stuff, but they didn't land. They just flew by it. Or something. One thing crashed into Jupiter, but that was just to burn it up, so it didn't like contaminate. Oh shit. Well, everybody, I think, knows what that was, motherfucker. Being outside at night in the alley, just talking, even though I'm just talking to myself, I feel like I'm talking to people, because I'm talking to y'all, if anybody's listening. It reminds me of being young, you know, being a teenager and shit. Yeah, there, oh, you can see it now. There it is. Right there. Nope, that's not it. That's it right there. My bad. Can you get it? It's right there. There's Mars anyway. There's Jupiter. You can't miss that. Yeah, go outside and see that blood moon tonight if you're gonna be awake, or if you're gonna be awake, or you ain't gotta work in the morning early or something. It's gonna be pretty cool. Like I said, the last one I remember was 2010 or 11. I can't remember exactly. So they don't happen often. That's 15 years ago. and the lunar eclipse and the blood moon. It doesn't have a blood moon every time. If it's not like lined up perfectly, it doesn't bend. No, stop! I don't know what that was. I seen something go around that corner and I don't know what it was. What are you doing? What was it? Whatever it is, she wants it. Fuck. Nova! Come back. He got away from you. You almost had him. Come on. I just let her go that time. Come on. Nova. Alright, good girl. Good girl. You almost got him. I'll let you try and get him. That was a rabbit, just in case you guys couldn't tell in the dark. Now she has to go back and smell the area he came from, so she can try and figure out how to like cut him off next time or something. I call her an idiot sometimes, but she's actually not she's smart. She plays dumb sometimes. Act like she don't know what you're saying and shit, but like, if it all of a sudden is some shit that she wants to do or something, then she all of a sudden understands everything, you know. They play dumb. And like I was saying in like another video, she knows, like, just by how I stand up, if I'm like just going to the kitchen to get something or going outside. They watch us. And they become so good at reading our body language and tone of voice and the words. I think it's even more so like they'll memorize some words, yeah, but it's more so like the tone and the facial expressions and body expressions and stuff. Body posture, that's what they really read in a way that we don't really understand. They know when you're being mean to them. They know, like, if you step on them and say, you know, it's an accident, and you're like, oh, and you say sorry or whatever, or if you like walking by and like kick them on purpose, they know the difference. They know if you did it on accident or if you're a dick. And a lot of people are like, oh, dogs will just pick the person that feeds them. It's like if you got trapped somewhere, your dog would eat you if you died. No shit, dude. Humans would eat each other if you get that fucking hungry. Whoever said that's never got that hungry. There's fucking a dead meat right next to you and you're starving to death, you're gonna eat it. Maybe if it's human, you might not. You might just starve to death, but if it's a dog, you have to do it. But that doesn't mean nothing. I know if me and my dog and another stranger was on a desert island and one of us had to go, me and my dog would have to eat that guy. But if it was my dog or my family, obviously we're gonna eat the dog. Not you though. We'd have food for months. We can never starve. I give her half my food. I shouldn't. Well, I haven't been, but that's what happened during the winter. Not half, but bites all the time. Probably a bite of almost everything. Pretty baby. She's a pretty girl. You a good baby? I got these at your local Humane Society pet shelter. I guarantee it, wherever you're at, doesn't matter if you're in the United States or the United States. I don't think they have too many bullies in other countries, or at least nothing like it over here. It's definitely the dominant dog over here. When I grew up and stuff, it was labs probably. black labs or just labs, Labradors. Seems like every dog was a Labrador. Or, yeah, just some sort of shepherd or something. Shepherd, Labrador mix or something like that. But or a mutt, just mutts. But now if you go into any animal shelter that I've been in the past 10 years, it's bully breeds. One of the four. American Bully, Pit Bull, what's that terrier one called? American Pit Bull. Oh, it's a Pit Bull Terrier. I thought there was a different kind of. I thought there was two different kinds of terriers. There is. I can't think of the other one. Three of them look like you're like you can just look at them right away and say that, oh yeah, those are Pit Bulls, or that's what the person that didn't know any better would say. Just your average person. One of them looks more pointy ears and like a longer snout. But if you go in there now to the main city, half the dogs are these. One of them, four. And so many of them, it's $80 to get a dog, like just to adopt a stray, out of there. And that covers shots, the spay and neutered fee, and just whatever, all the fees. But if you go in there to get a pit bull, any bully breed, any of the four, no, we're not going for another walk. She wants to go now. It's been 30 minutes already. You can go in there and just pay either $0 to $10 tops, just for a processing fee, and you can, or for the chip. That's what it is. So they can put your address and stuff on the chip. No, we're not going. No, she wants to go again. We're not going again. No, that's enough for tonight. We'll go back here. Come on. No, she's gonna pout now. Even though I work with dogs in the army and train them and stuff, I treat my personal dog way different. Like I don't even care. I never make her do no tricks like sitting and stuff like that. Give me your paw and all that. She don't do none of that shit. I just let her be a dog most of the time. Listen to my commands. My voice is like when it comes to where she goes, but besides that, she's a good dog. And you can go get them right now at the local humane society. I guarantee you, $10. All you got to do. That's less than a pizza that you're gonna buy this week. You could get one of these for your family. The best security. They'll love you. Even if you don't got no family, you're all alone. It's somebody they're gonna fucking be excited as hell to see you, no matter you've been gone 5 minutes or 2 days. They're gonna be just going crazy every time and love you no matter what. All you gotta do is feed them and pet them a little bit. Protect you, protect your house, love you. They're such good. And pit bulls, people are scared of these little suckers because they are dangerous. And they're fighting dogs. They're the best fighting dogs. That's why they seem like the most dangerous dogs to ignorant people. It's just because if you're gonna fight dogs, you're gonna use pit bulls. So people that train their dogs to fight are training pit bulls. So when we see fucking pit bulls attacking kids and killing other dogs and all this shit, these are pit bulls that were trained from a young age to be vicious and mean fighters. They were trained that way specifically because they're pit bulls. They're not vicious because of them being pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? It's the opposite. It's the best breed. I would recommend it to anybody, and that's. I mean, I have full 100% confidence any bully breed that you got from a young puppy and you raised him in a household with love or just with love, your whole family's safe around him. You could put your 1-week-old baby next to him and just go hang up laundry or something. He 100% safe. Guaranteed it. These are not vicious or mean dogs. They don't go crazy. I hear stupid shit like, oh, their brain gets too big for their skull and it makes them go. No, that's bullshit, dude. They're all fucking stories from the old days that we used to fucking scare each other with when there was no internet. Just Google some of this shit, dude. Just Google the shit and like see for yourself. That's the main thing I would recommend for everybody to do. See for yourself. Don't take anything anybody says just as fucking fact, truth, just based on him saying it. Go check it out, even if it's me. No matter who it is. Because that person could be honestly telling you what they honestly think is the right answer, but they're wrong. So they might not be fucking purposely misleading you or nothing, but still be giving you wrong information. So check everything. I'll never just take it off fucking one person's word. And if you noticed it, they say that like what the winners get to write history, but good thing all the fucking winners have won apparently, throughout history, that's the way you read it, you know what I'm saying? I said that real clumsily. I'm not but if you know what I'm talking about, you decipher it. Anybody else have a problem getting their the thoughts in their head, like the clear and precise thoughts in your head, like getting them to come out of your mouth correctly? Somewhere in that little transfer right there, my shit gets jarbled up. Makes me fucking stutter and shit. Alright, this is way too long. We're gonna have to cut this down and stuff. We're gonna go inside. Say good night, Nova. Say good night. Good night. Alright, good night. Alright, talk to y'all later.